While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger, because there was no room for them in the inn.
It is absolutely crazy out there. I'm telling you, it is a madhouse. It's like Black Friday all over again. People are running about selling goods all over the place. There's this whole census thing going on that Caesar has called, and it's just absolutely crazy. I'm sorry, let me introduce myself first. My name is Stuart, and this is my inn. This is the Bethlehem Bed and Breakfast. We were going to call it the Holiday Inn. Didn't have the same ring, though. So this is my inn, and we're just like packed. I'm telling you, we are so full today. We have so many people inside our inn today. I have people sleeping in the bathtub. They're taking turns sleeping in the bathtub. We don't have any room left. And it's crazy. This whole census thing has blown everything out of proportion. Oh, I tell you, though. And we finally got the place packed, and we just had no more room, so my wife and I decided to relax this evening. So we sat down on the front porch on the swing, and we were sitting there just enjoying the cool of the evening, and there came this couple. I got to tell you about this couple. Strange couple. Strange. They were just really, really different. You know, they came up, and she was riding on a donkey, and he was walking. And she comes up, and she says, "Please, sir, do you have a place for us to stay tonight?" I said, "I'm sorry, there is no room at this inn." And she looked at us, and she had these sad eyes, and she said, "Sir, you don't understand. We've been coming from a long ways. We've been traveling all day and all night. My husband has been walking, and we're so very tired. Please, sir, do you have a place for us to stay tonight?" And I was about to tell her off for the second time, say, "Hey, look, there is no place. Go find somewhere else to stay." I mean, understand me. I am a businessman first and foremost. I would have found him a place had I had one. But I didn't have anything. So I'm about to tell her to head off and go down the road. And it's when my wife, she elbows me, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? That sharp elbow in the gut. I was like, "Ow, what?" And she's like, "Eh." And I said, "Eh, what?" And she's like, And I'm like, I look, and I'm like, oh. My wife had noticed that this girl was pregnant. Very, very, very pregnant. I didn't notice that. So I thought, oh no, what am I going to do? I got to do something for them. You know, I can't just leave them out. So I was like, I looked over at my wife, and I'm like, what do you want me to do? She goes, "She's pregnant." I said, "I know that, but what do you want me to do?" She's like, my wife's like, "Do something." I said, "I have no place for them to stay." And my wife turned to me and she said, "You find them a place or you'll be looking for one." I said, "Okay, I'll find them a place." All right. So I'm thinking, Stuart, where can you put them? Where can I put them? The only thing I have left is the barn. There's some room in the barn. I mean, it's not the nicest place, I tell them. It's going to smell bad, and there's animals, but it'll be warm. And you'll have some shelter, and there's some soft straw in there that's fresh up in the loft that you could make a bed out of. And you should have seen her face. It just lit up with joy. And she was like, "Thank you, sir. Thank you so much." And her husband, he looks at me and goes, "Sir, thank you so much. May God bless you." And he reached over and he put his hand on his wife's stomach. And he said, "Because he's about to bless us." Strange. These people were different. I don't know how to describe what I saw tonight. I can't quite put my finger on it. But they were different. You should have seen the way he treated her, or the way they treated each other. I mean, it was just so different than what everybody else around here is being like and acting like and doing. It's just very, very different. The only word I can think to describe it is, it's an odd word. It's not one that we use very much anymore. It's the word holy. You guys know that word, holy? being set apart. I know it sounds odd, but you should have seen what I saw here tonight. This couple was just different, and it was difficult to describe. The only word I can think of is holy. Yeah. Different.
Excuse me, could you describe your rooms for me, please?
I'm sorry, what?
Your rooms, could you describe them? I need a place to stay.
There's no rooms here at this end. We're completely full.
You're telling me, man, this census thing is huge. You know, I wasn't even going to come, but my CPA, Ken Jones, said I had to, so here I am.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bud. You're all out of luck here. There is no rooms at this end.
You know, you got to shoot straight with me here. You got to have something for me. First off, I've got cash. More importantly, I didn't read the sign wrong.
Sign? Sign? I turned off the vacancy sign like an hour ago.
Not that sign. The star. That star. I've been following that for like half an hour. Now, I thought it meant vacancy, but I guess it meant unvacancy. But look at it. It's like shining right over your inn. Well, more like your barn. You wouldn't put anybody up there, would you?
No, not even a pregnant woman.
What?
Nothing. Carry on talking. What?
But anyway, listen, friend, you got to have something for me.
You know what I do have for you? I got a hot cup of coffee.
I don't know. You know, caffeine tends to make me jittery at night.
Oh, no, my friend. That's decaf. Drink up.
Are you sure? It tastes regular.
Oh, that's the secret to Pharaoh's new organic decaffeinated brew. Tastes like regular, but it's decaf.
Now, that is a good cup of joe.
Yeah.
But what I could really use is some...
bread?
Oh. Man up. That is some good bread.
You like that, do you?
Where did you get that?
Down the street there, Old Man Moses' Bakery. You see it there? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You get hungry in the morning, go in there. He'll have a slew of them. Oh, it's great stuff. Great stuff.
Man, it's good bread. But I think I could do without the butter. You know, I'm trying to watch my waistline.
It's not butter. It's butter substitute.
Nah, it tastes like butter.
That's the secret. I'm telling you, it's half the calories and fat of butter or margarine. It's not butter.
Nah, I just can't believe it's not butter.
It's not butter.
So listen, friend, where am I going to lay my head tonight?
Where could you lay your head? You know, here, let me take that from you there. There's a place, let me think. Oh, down the street to the right, there's a motel. You see, not the fourth, not the sixth one.
Oh, the Motel 6.
Yeah, the one with the lights on. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, listen, friend. Your hospitality's been grand. It's very tasty. I appreciate your pointing me in the right direction. I'm going to leave Merry Census.
Sorry, what? Merry what?
Oh, Merry Census. It's this catchphrase I've been working on. You see, this census is huge. It's people are buying and selling like mad. Money's flowing. It's going to stand the economy up. I said, this needs a catchphrase. And so I thought up Merry Census. I trademarked it and everything.
Ah, that's nice. I like it. Merry Census to you.
You owe me $1.
That guy, he followed that star to my inn, to my barn. You know, he followed a star to my barn. You know, my wife, she was sitting here. She'd be, Stuart, I'm telling you, the star's a sign from God. I'd be like, oh, give me this star, a sign from God stuff. Come on, a sign from God. That's not a sign. It's a star. There's a big star, though, right over my barn. Star. Maybe that star does mean something. Maybe that star, you know, maybe it's God's way of trying to... Stuart, stop it. This is crazy talk, a star being a sign. Just...
Crazy? Crazy? I'll tell you what, this is crazy.
I'm sorry, what's going on?
Your barn.
My
I
barn?
know what's going on in that there barn. I've been in your barn, buddy.
Friend, you smell like my barn.
Come on now, that's a sheep dip. I'm a shepherd, don't you know?
No, that explains it. What do you know about my barn?
Well, the star says it all. That and that alien thing, you know, I thought I was being abducted, but turns out it was an angel.
Oh, yeah?
Yep, there I was, just minding my own sheep, and there's this angel, and I'm like, But the angel, he says, fear not.
Then what?
What?
You said you were like, and then the angel says, fear not. Then what?
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. That angel, he says to me, he says, I bring you good news of great joy. It's going to be for all the people. Then he says, today in the town of David, a Savior is born to you. He's Christ the Lord. Well, I was pondering on that for a little bit. And then that angel says, he says, this will be a sign to you. You'll find that baby wrapped in cloth and a lying in a manger. Well, if I'm lying, I'm dying. And a bunch of other angels, they all showed up. My eyes, oh man, I'm still seeing spots. But we followed that star all the way to right here, right to your barn. And just about the time we get there, whoop, out pops that baby. Just like the angel said.
How do you know all this?
Man, it's etched in my brain. I can't help but tell everybody. Oh, by the way, they named the boy Jesus. I like that name. Gotta go.
All right, Merry Census.
You owe me $2.
Hey, shepherd, he followed that star to my barn too. The girl, she had a baby in my barn. Oh my gosh. My mother would be so upset. In the barn, a baby. That shepherd, though, he said the angels told him to come and see the baby in the barn in Bethlehem. The shepherds, they see miracles all the time. They're crazy, these shepherds. They see stuff happen out there in the wilderness all the time, but not me. No. My feet are planted firmly on the ground. This is crazy. You know what would be a miracle to me? If God came down here in the flesh, that would prove to me that God's real. That would prove to me that God's real. If God came down in the flesh, that would be something. That would be a miracle. This angel telling him to follow the star to the barn. These shepherds. This star, though, man, it is big and it is over my barn. You know, if my friend Jesse was here, he'd tell me what that star, where it is and all that stuff, how many light years, and that would explain away this star over my barn. It means nothing. Or does it? Maybe that star is leading some weary traveler tonight. Maybe somebody is following that star to my barn for some reason. It would take a truly wise man to be able to answer that question.
Excuse me, is this the place?
The place?
Yes, the place. Come on, I haven't got time to waste.
All right, don't be in such a haste. What's inside the case?
The case?
The case.
I guess this is the place.
Your name?
Reuben King.
King Stewart.
You can call me Rue.
You can call me Stu.
My card, I deal in impossibilities.
Impossibilities?
That's my job.
All right. What's in the case?
A barrage.
A barrage of what?
A barrage of bulk.
What kind of bulk?
Expensive bulk.
Expensive bulk for who?
For the baby.
What baby?
The baby in the barn.
What do you know about the baby in the barn?
The star.
The star?
Yes, I followed the star to the baby in the barn in Bethlehem.
You followed the star to the baby in the barn in Bethlehem? Let me get this straight. You, star, baby, barn, Bethlehem. Impossible.
That's my job.
All right. What's your beef?
Do you mind if I bounce a secret off you?
And as he leaned in closer, I could only think of one thing. Tic-tac?
Tasty, at only 1.5 calories per mint.
Bingo.
All right, Stu. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to shoot straight with you. I'm going to be frank. I'm going to be candid. I'm going to be curt. I'm going to be Captain Kirk. I'm not going to pull the wool over your eyes. I'm going to lay all my cards out on the table.
All right, Rue. Get on with it.
All right. The baby in the barn.
What about the baby in the barn?
The baby in the barn is the Son of God.
The baby in the barn is the Son of God?
That's right. The Son of God.
Impossible.
That's my job.
To think I left him out in the cold last night.
Hate to be you.
Yeah. All right, Rue. Oh, hold on, Rue. Let me get my head around this real quick here. You followed star, baby barn, Bethlehem. Baby is Son of God, God in flesh. How did this happen?
You want to know how it happened?
Yeah.
Here's how it happened. She said yes. She said yes, and the God of all creation made the impossible possible. Now listen, I really do have to get out to that barn.
All right, well, you are a truly wise man, Rue.
Wise man. I like the way that sounds.
That's nothing.
Hey, listen. If 2 of my associates and a little drummer boy come through, you go ahead and send them back to the barn.
All right, a little drummer boy?
Yes, a little drummer boy.
What's he going to do?
He's going to play for him.
He should play his best for him.
He will play his best for them. Pum-pum-pum.
Pum-pum-pum-pum.
Pum-pum-pum-pum.
More people following that star. And think. Well, look at the time. It's going to start happening here in Bethlehem. Things are going crazy. That census thing. Everybody's going to be getting up, going about their day, looking for something to eat. They're not even going to realize that God came down in the flesh. That the Savior of the world was born last night in my barn. To think I almost missed it. Wow. What a night. What a silent night. What a holy night. See, there's that word again, holy, set apart. Those people were just different. What a night. Well, rest well, child, because your work is about to begin. Speaking of work, I am an innkeeper. I do have an inn to run, so I got people who are going to be getting up. They're going to be wanting food, so I'm going to have to get going. So I'm going to leave you guys with a merry sense. No, Stuart. Don't mess this up. I don't want it to be about money and about things. It's much more important. God came down in the flesh. The Christ child, the Savior is born. It's the Christ. It's much more important. It's Mary. That's it. Merry Christmas.
Joy to the world, the Lord is come.